This is my Mod.11 assignment on cultural diffusion for the Introduction to Anthropology, Sociology, and Psychology course, grade 11, grade 12, whatever. One of those. From Virtual Learning Center. Questions brought up are alrighty. So cultural diffusion, diffusion, it's the same thing. I feel like it has changed our society in the 21st century with mass media, and there are benefits to it, and there are major negatives to it as well. Um, it's changed our culture in that we're now more connected with everybody. I mean, heck, there's American culture in countries where you would never expect to find it. I mean, go to some Islamic countries, um, or Middle Eastern countries, I guess is the proper term, or Russia, and there's McDonald's, and there's Burger King, and there's massive amounts of American products, and it's just completely changed that. There's even Russian McDonald's commercials for McDonald's, but that's an American thing. That's cultural diffusion essentially. It's changed our culture in many ways and our society. Generally, we started to become more accepting of other cultures and more interested to try new things and just interact and work together. But there's also major negatives in it. Um, One specific example being the Oldham race riots in the UK. Um, that's a town that was primarily British citizens, and in the past, how long has it been? 20 years, 30 years? The town's now 85% Muslims, and that's not a bad thing as long as they can become British citizens. But no, the city of Oldham is now trying to separate into its own Islamic state because the people there are all Muslim or whatever. They're not British. It's becoming to a point where the minority is starting to rule over the majority. Like minority houses, um, so the Muslim population, the blacks, the gays. I mean, the gays actually, I think that's a good right. That needs to go up a bit more. Not in Canada, but in the world. Um, they they're ruling more because they're the minority, or even the Aboriginals here in Canada, they're ruling more because they're the minority. The majority's not ruling in this. It's becoming an issue of race and oh yeah, we sold our land 200 years ago for a crate of whiskey. Now we want it back because it was our land and we didn't mean to sell it. Well, you know what, guys? Come on, you sold it. We're not changing it. You conform to us. We don't conform to you. I feel like that's becoming an issue in our society is that we're trying to make them feel as comfortable as possible so they can get away with a lot more because it's what they do in their country. When they should try and conform to us. If that makes sense. Not to sound power crazy, but that's what it is. And there's more danger to it too. And I mean, to be honest, I'm I can be a mean person, and not to be racist at all. I'm not trying to be racist at all. But we used to have a head tax on Chinese immigrants, so that way they wouldn't come here and flood our economy and flood our country. It was $50, and it was $500 a head, right? I personally feel that should be implemented again. That's me because what's going to happen is we're going to get flooded with foreigners from Canada, and we're going to get turned into a different country if we keep letting this happen and we keep accepting their cultures. I mean, yes, it's good. I mean, I tried Chinese foods, Japanese foods. I tried products from China, products from Japan, products from everywhere, right? I try it all. It's good, and I admit I buy it. I like it. But what becomes an issue when they start ruling over. Does that make any sense? I'm really rambling. I'm so sorry. So yes, there's benefits, there's downsides. I like culture diffusion in the end of it as long as the majority still rules and that we're still able to keep our culture and they're able to keep theirs and everybody's happy, then I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's all. That's my thing.